I'm sweating like crazy. I hope this is on and it looks fine. Hi y'all, my name is Bree. I am a Vietnamese American filmmaker based in Dallas, Texas, who loves the outdoors. For this year, I am challenging myself by going out of my comfort zone to go on a bunch more adventures. For my first adventure, I'll be going on my very first solo camping trip at Inks Lake State Park out in Austin, Texas. Inks Lake State Park is located about an hour and a half northwest of Austin and is about 3 hours from Dallas. I chose this spot as my first solo spot because it's an area that I'm pretty familiar with. The last time I was there was in January of 2024. The site was beautiful, there were a lot of other campers, and overall it just felt like a very safe spot where I didn't feel like I was in a lot of danger. Even though I call it a solo camping trip, I won't exactly be by myself because I will have Reggie! This is Reggie. Reggie is my 9-year-old Chiweenie Rat Terrier mix. He is going to go on his very first camping trip ever. I think being in the outdoors will be great for the both of us. So he will be joining with me on my camping trip. So for this camping trip, I've actually had a lot of questions from a bunch of my friends asking me like, how am I gonna stay safe? I'm gonna be sure that I share my location with them. But most importantly, the question that I get the most is, why am I not telling my parents about it? And it is because they are Asian. They're just gonna freak out. The reason why I haven't told my parents that I'm going on a solo camping trip yet is because I would rather ask for forgiveness and having done it than have an outright no and have them worry and try to have them stop me. But yeah, am I a little nervous? I am just a little bit, but I have been pretty outdoorsy my whole entire life, and my family is a big camping family, so I'm not too worried. We have all the necessary precautions. I have things that I can do to keep him safer and to keep us safe, but it's still just always like an ongoing fear in the back of my head. All of my friends have my locations. I have my taser, I have a big giant stick to whack people with, a knife, I have a mallet, I have things that I can use to keep myself safe, so hopefully I will end up being okay. But if this video is up and uploaded, it means that I have made it back safely. So I just got to my campsite. I went ahead and I set up basically my entire camp. I'm at a really nice campsite. I think I got really lucky. Alright, so this is my car, and pretty much as soon as you step foot outside the car, you will see my campsite. Got my Snoopy chair here, and this is pretty much what my tent looks like. Reggie is like itching to go outside or just like spend time with me, but this is very small. Hey Reggie! But this is pretty much my spot. Reggie is getting kind of hot. So I'm hoping that it will eventually cool down as the day goes on. But Reggie is excited to go camping with me, right Reggie? I know it's so hot in here. We're about to go soon. Had to take out Reggie because he was getting a little too hot and wanted to stiff around. But pretty much once you get out there, there's little tiny lizards everywhere. And we walk out to this beautiful scenery where my campsite is on a hill just overlooking the lake. So if I walk a little more, I get this pretty amazing beautiful, gorgeous view. We've also got some wildlife out here. Little caterpillar. Just got back from the campsite and haven't really done much yet. I feel pretty sweaty and gross, but I didn't really bring a towel in order to freshen up and get ready because I wasn't expecting to shower. Because last time we were here, it was like cold enough and we didn't really sweat, and so we didn't shower. But I neglected to remember the fact that 74, 79 degrees today, and so it's super freaking hot. I'm sweating like crazy. Reggie is down under the table. He is super tired. But the hike went pretty well. The plan was for us to go to the lake trail and then go over to Pecan Flats. And so Pecan Flats, you have to cross the road, and it's pretty much just like primitive campsite territory. We didn't realize like just how far it would be, and we already kind of walked around the Fisherman Trail already, which in itself was like maybe half a mile, and then finding the lake trail was like another half mile, and then finding the lake trail connecting to Pecan Flats was like another half mile. So all in all, it was like maybe 1.5 miles, but a lot of elevation. Reggie quickly got tired. I'm almost kind of worried that he's super dehydrated and overheating, but I've been giving him lots of water, getting the ice from our cooler to help cool him off, so hopefully he will feel better soon. One thing I kind of failed to foresee on this adventure was how many freaking caterpillars there are. There are these huge woolly mammoth caterpillars just pretty much everywhere. I'm pretty freaking terrified of these like furry fuzzy caterpillars because when I was little I had a furry caterpillar fall on top of my head. That pretty much freaked me out, and I hated caterpillars ever since then. I'm probably gonna go freshen up and then get started on dinner. I bought a salad, but I also brought ramen and then hash browns and eggs. It's just a little bit of whatever really, because I didn't really know what I was going to want to eat or how much I was needing to eat. I kind of figured I would figure it out as I go. But regardless, I'm gonna eat something. And right there is where my campsite is. You're gonna get ready with me while I talk about my night, because low-key was a little scary at first. Of course, it's my first time solo camping, so I'm not really used to like all of the sounds quite yet. And one thing I hadn't realized or accounted for with this tent is the amount of noise that it makes. My shade flaps at the top make a lot of noise whenever the wind blows against it. I would hear the rustling noise and I was like, is someone trying to break in? I was like, there's an animal outside? I'm like, what? No, it's just the wind. And I just felt super awkward about it. Reggie was chilling though. My rule of thumb was like, if Reggie was chilling, I was chilling. If Reggie was freaking out, I would freak out, because I feel like an animal's intuition is pretty strong. I trust an animal's intuition because obviously it's much better than mine. I also woke up this morning, and when I got ready in the communal bathrooms, my neighbor that I made friends with last night came up and told me that there were a bunch of deer just chilling in my campsite. And I wish I had like actually woken up and like peeked out of my tent to see that, because I didn't see that at all. I woke up maybe around 5:30 and I heard some noise and I heard some rustling, but I didn't really think anything of it. Or I was also just like kind of scared to look out. I was just a little goofy, I guess. I met my across the road neighbors last night, and they were so sweet, and basically They invited me over for dinner and s'mores and stuff. Very, very grateful because they were also my age and they were a couple, and it was just very, very nice to spend time with other people and make friends, because I was scared I was just gonna be like by myself and not talk to anyone. Also, I went on my hike, met this elderly couple, an older couple, and they actually ended up falling. The husband ended up falling and bruising his like head pretty bad on the rocks, and I was panicking, and I ended up having to help him out for a little bit, even though I was like super nervous. And they were like, oh, it's okay, like we're just like everything's fine. And then somehow found them back on the trail after I went on my merry way, like maybe 15 minutes later. Breakfast is hash browns and a fried egg that I didn't do too well because I was having issues with the stove. And then also a yerba mate. Starting to pack up now, and Reddy doesn't quite want to leave yet. I think one thing that has made this whole experience super enjoyable was just like the people that I encountered on this trip, from the couple that I had dinner with and had s'mores with and just like ended up talking for like hours with just because I needed doggy poop bags, all the way to the elderly couple that I helped on the trail. Everyone has just been so nice and generous and just very welcoming and sweet, and I'm very grateful for these opportunities where I'm able to enjoy my hobbies with really, really cool people. And I hope I can have the opportunity to do this again in the future, because it's something I think I'll enjoy doing and want to keep doing.